Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Coast to Coast. After a week's spell, everyone's fresh, cherry ripe to go. I know it's been tough. You've missed us. You're turning to your other podcasts, your other music playlists, and look, they're just not up to it in comparison. But don't blame them. It's not their fault. And talk about coming back with a vengeance. This bloke, where's he been, is the question I get all the time from anyone that cares. And Oscar Allen, it's so good to have you back. It's the A-team, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good to be back, mate. This is, I feel bad every time I can't get here, but I'm on a busy schedule, mate. I'm working my backside off. Mm-hmm. But we do have some special guests in the studio today.
100%.
Matthew Flynn.
Oscar Allen.
How are you, mate?
It's good, mate. It's good to finally get the call up. It's been a while.
So. It has, mate. It's probably taken longer than I would have expected.
Like myself too, yes.
When I was running the program, Thumper's taken more of a leadership role this year. It's good. It's taken him 10 years being in the footy club to start owning it. But my main concern is the bloke next to you, Gilbs, has kind of taken over my job. You're on this podcast more than me at the moment.
Up-and-coming co-host with my, I suppose, what's the...
Twin.
You guys do look quite similar, eh?
I hear we play very similar. Loose on the outside, silky at times, hate a hard ball.
Me and Thump had this conversation the other day after I trained with you guys. I said, like, I could probably be an All-Australian if there was no opponents. Me and Thump both reckon we could be 10-time All-Australians if we didn't have to play opposition.
Easily.
This is the thing. So this new thing about AFL like tagging, right? Like as a forward, I'm just like, this is, and you as a ruckman, right? It's just a load of like, let's be honest. I've never played a game where I haven't been tagged. Like, if I wasn't tagged, I'd genuinely kick 20 goals. Like, oh, what? Oh, someone's defending me. Yeah, mate. Like, that's how footy works.
It's actually one-on-one. Let's play a game of football. Let's play. Let's not give you free run on the field. Someone's going to go to you.
Mate, I'm certain midfielders slap up in like 30s. They go 30s and they just like do their own thing.
Before the game.
Ruckman go.
Yeah.
On the subject of high numbers, did you genuinely think you were going to have 40 in the debut?
I thought debut was going to have 40 to start, and the second game round I thought I was going to go statless. So it was a bit of fall from grace.
Highs and lows, eh?
Mate, I did think I was going in for an all-time record there.
You're hot early. The ball was just humming for you.
Yeah, I was hot.
You're in the gym an awful lot, more than the racks at the moment. You.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Is this the best the rig has looked? Or is this the best the rig is aesthetically? I know, outside of that, it might be crumbling in areas, but is the Mirrors getting full-time workouts at the moment? Is this the best you've aesthetically looked?
I reckon 4 weeks ago I was going all right until I was a little bit unwell for a week and lost.
You're good. You're good then after that week though when you were lost a couple of kilos.
But I was just like, I looked like a boy. I looked skinny. I'm pretty happy with how I'm going right now. I reckon mid-2022 when I knew I was out for the year, like I didn't do a leg weight for ages. I was just doing uppers and felt really good. I'm the strongest I've ever been, but I don't look...
It's facade, though.
Yeah.
Facade. Like, I'm not sure. Like, strength numbers, it all looks not really that big for Oz. Like, he works hard, but numbers don't go far. And if you think he looks good now, I'd be worried to see what he looked like in the past.
Look, there's two big fellas in the podcast studio right now, and one of them benched more than the other one the other day in testing. And that's all I need to say.
Can I get some more info on that?
Nah, we'll leave that there, Thump. We'll leave that there, Thump.
I want to ask you what you got up to on your 4-day breaks, but you don't have a break. You're constantly here grinding.
Yep.
And Gilbs' 4-day break starts, from January to December, really. So I don't know. What did you do for your 4-day break?
Mate, my 4-day break was pretty quiet. I had some family here for the week leading up to it, so it was a pretty busy household. Mum, Dad, and one of my mates across. So we did that for the week leading up.
Yours?
Mum, Dad, and my sister did, and then one of my mates was in town, so that was good. And then the 4-day break, I actually came in on the Monday to do a little bit of AFLW coaching, and then the Tuesday and Wednesday I kind of switched off and sat on my backside and didn't do too much. So, mate, I sat around beautiful Perth and saw the sights. But
how's the coaching going? Have you learnt all their names yet? The biggest challenge?
I have. It did take some time. I came in and I just finally learned Oscar's name and Gilbs' name. So then to meet another 30-odd girls was pretty daunting, but I do have tabs on it all now with a little cheat sheet in my locker too, just in case. But I
little WhatsApp going as well.
Little WhatsApp group, so I'm across all the girls now. Got all their nicknames, and it's going well.
So
do you reckon
you go?
Do you reckon he can be chased down for Clubman of the Year? That's my question.
Yeah, this is.
Can
This,
give you rundown.
yeah, like you're doing what I did in 22. Like there's really
Yeah.
areas which you can tap into. Like,
Is it always handed to injured players that miss a large portion of the year, and what can I do in that time?
generally, or like just all round good guys. My question for you is like, do you have ambitions to be Emu in the future? Is that on the cards post
Mate,
footy?
Ryan Turnbull is a goal of mine.
He's our ruck coach, by the way. Yeah.
Premiership player, mate.
Yeah.
Premiership player.
Yeah.
Sandover medalist twice. Came second twice.
Yeah, an amazing resume that they read out before the staff meeting. Has done a lot more in footy than you would think of just AFL and 94 flag.
Yeah, right.
So
there you go.
he's
Number 50.
yes.
Monster number.
Yeah. Heavyweight.
Although, as you said, Thump, he has got some great credentials. I think the ruck coach stuff is more
A hobby?
Yes, it's a hobby of his, and it's probably more in line of where I'll go. Not so much to the
So you want to win a couple of
Yeah, it's not really a goal line.
So how much did you two have to do with each other last year? Is this the first time you've
Well-
met? Like how close are you?
Have we just pretended that we're like kind of mates because like we were at the same club?
Yeah, well, you guys
No,
actually
No,
close.
I think we were.
No, we definitely were.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say we were.
We before when I was making the decision to come across here, actually, Gilbs and I went out. We actually went up to where did we go? North Coast. Where did we go?
Yeah, I know where you're talking
So we went
about,
up North
but-
Coast of Sydney. Me,
saw something.
Gilbs, Tez, and a couple of other young fellas, and kind of told the boys that I was on my way out going across the West Coast, and actually got on the phone to Hales at that time, and before Hales was drafted, and had a conversation with Hales, and I don't think Hales knew who I was, but little did he know I'm the one put it down his throat now.
He's going, yeah, sweet, thanks, mate.
And actually then I mentioned to Gilbs that my manager asked about what Gilbs was going to do, who's
same
actually
manager.
also his, and kind of grew from there a bit.
Yeah.
Package
and
deal.
then it was, well, like, Harley was going to come over, and then, like, knew Flinny, and then it was, like, I knew Longy over here, and then it was just, like, might as well. So
You were the steak
Chatted
knives of all these deals, really.
You're the Jack Crisp steak knives. So
Yeah.
this is a common misconception. People sometimes in the media like talk a bit of shit and they go like, oh, they got this Jason Gillbee over for Harley Reid.
yes.
They got this Jason Gillbee over to get Matt Flynn. Like,
Yeah,
can we
that's
just
how it
like,
went, yep.
can we just make
To
sure
keep
that's
them,
crystal clear?
Yeah.
I lived with Gilbs for the first 2 weeks when we were here as well
Yeah.
in a club rental, and
I think we got, like, a lot closer doing that as well.
Yeah.
Like, we were close, and we were just, like, same sort of, and we were, like, mates, and then we lived together for, like,
a couple of weeks.
that few weeks in Wembley, which was nice.
Familiar face is good.
Yeah.
So, although he does look like you, Thump, it's still familiar face is
It's
nice.
scary, isn't it? So you're hanging out with Rotham a lot, and the talk is that you're chasing this wedding invite real hard. So where are you at in terms of self-critique? So 10 out of 10. 10 is your best man. 1
Yeah.
is you're driving the Uber home for them at midnight. Where are you at?
Like, geez, I could be a 1. I could be 1. And I'd
Really?
be almost happy to be 1.
You'd want it.
But I also know where, like, actually, I don't really know with weddings and all that, because, like, you'd have your invites, like, people could come here and there, and it just, like, ends up being a mess, like, with who you invite. But
Like, what do you mean? Sorry, can you
so
just go
you-
over
like,
that? Do you
so-
think you just send out invites and like people just rock up on the day? It's like, oh,
No, I just-
Tom today.
Yeah, no, I just think, like, if, like, so you're planning your wedding, you
Yeah.
send out all your invites, like, if, like, too many people just pop up here and there in your life over, like, the next year or so, then it can just be like, oh.
It's a bit hard.
So you just got to stamp them out early. So I can see where and not that I've been stamped out, but it's sort of just become a bit of a running joke. That
It's a bit awkward
that
now.
I
Like,
had.
Roth probably feels like he has been invited.
And
You've
like,
voiced it.
I
You've
know,
voiced it
and
and
I've
put it on the
voiced it. But
socials.
I've said to him like a few times in like a Snapchat group chat, like after I've might have had a few drinks, and then I'll always like apologise the next morning, because it probably like is like a little bit.
Were you putting your wedding dance song in there? Just make sure you
It's
play
like-
this one on the
But
night.
nah, it's never that awkward. But I'm still working at it.
Cool.
So if I just maybe hang around over New Year's
Yeah.
in Perth, then like,
yeah, mate. I think
come wedding day.
Keep chipping away.
I think
Yeah.
the best thing is like with wedding invites is like an RSVP date. You need
Yeah.
to find that out. Say it's like August, right? Then there'll be an RSVP date, and that's when a couple people evidently will
Yeah.
be like, I can't come, cat's sick, I got something on.
Yeah.
That's when you strike. That's
Yeah.
when like 10 seats have opened up, the guild style we're on.
Yeah. No, but shout out Rothers and Mads. Very happy they're getting married, whether I have an invite or not.
Could get you up another level.
So,
Good shout out.
I've actually
Yeah.
got something more on this topic so when did you get to the footy club, mate?
Mate, I got, about November.
And when did you get here?
I would have been like a few days later, but like
Yeah.
He jumped the queue.
So similar times.
Jumped the queue.
It's funny because another one of our teammates is getting married this off season.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like you've already mastered the invite in this short period of time.
Yes, mate. Duggo and Loz, so Gilbs, if you
how did you go about it?
Barrier 20 from the
mate,
outside.
yes, if you did want some advice on how to get a late caller, it's good to have
How
a
did you
missus
actually
that
go
gets
about
along
it?
with the bride. It's always very, very handy.
We were having brekkie together.
And then Duggo and I and Oz were having brekkie together and having a couple of conversations, and
Did he actually just bring it
got
up?
slipped across. So if you want some advice, mate, we can sit
Brekkie
down and have a
brothers.
coffee. But
Brekkie want to go for brekkie,
And
mate?
invite Mads too,
Mads
mate.
too. It's
Make
not
her a
just
part of
you,
it.
mate.
Make her a part of it.
This
Yeah.
is a big part of it, yeah. Flynny, I like to look at our guests' social media channels and find out what they post, what they're up to, get a bit of content from it. Very dormant of late. It seems like there is nothing worth posting about in this town of ours.
Yeah.
Can you explain
Have you
that?
posted since being in the state?
Mate,
No.
I have, and I was in Sydney when
Oh,
I posted.
mate.
So, mate, no, I do love WA. There's a lot of beautiful parts about it, but I
Name me
think,
3.
I love love the garden, love Daisy. No, mate. I've loved the beaches over here. The sunset's gorgeous. Rottenness been great, but yeah, no, I think that's one part of my life I do need to get better at is my social media. I feel like I had a couple of flicks there from my first game that I would like to post, but I think in a loss to me it just makes you look a little bit
Me.
Yeah, me, which I don't want to do. So I'm happy to stay dormant and get a couple of wins, and then the posts get flowing, mate.
Some of your teammates do the dump post, right? Why don't you do that? Have a collection and just time it well.
Yeah.
Do you do
22
that?
to 24 dump.
Yeah, I think that's going to be mine. That'll actually be mine. It'll be December 24, and I'll be posting photos from December 2014.
There's a
So.
photo of you in like the Allies kid.
Be blisters on fingers from swiping through all the pictures. So you had a massive stint in the rehab room, as we know. We don't need to go through old ground, but big connection struck up because the big fella was living there as well.
Yeah.
How tight's this bond going?
Yeah, no, mate, it's been good. I reckon in that rehab group, similar to living with Gilbs at Wise Street, I think it just kind of almost forced the relationship a little bit more. And as much as
He was forced to hang out with you is what he's saying.
didn't really want to spend too much time with him, and I was put in the situation and grew from there. But no, it definitely struck up a good relationship with Oz over that time. And if he had good standards, I guess he would have got out a little bit sooner too. But we built a good relationship in that, and a few brekkies, a few dinners, and
Right.
here we are.
This is a joke because like we were like real tight, real thick. Last time we've had lunch or dinner together, when was it?
Oh, Hanks was a few weeks ago, was it?
No. The very last time was when we went out for dinner. You, me, Duggo, and all of our partners, and that was the day before you played.
Yes.
Since you've played, my inbox is empty, mate. There's been no
that's true.
community. You're like, I don't hang out with that fodder, mate. Well, we hang out with players, guys that are out there.
That's right.
I'm looking forward to getting a coffee on Monday after the weekend. Then
Yeah, you'd be lucky.
If I'm back.
You'd be lucky. You'd be lucky.
if you want to go out South Freo Oval.
You'd be lucky.
I haven't asked you, what was it like sustaining an injury where half the medical team are Googling it?
Yeah, it was quite strange actually. I think when I did it, the incident itself didn't really line up with anything that they'd seen, and then
Is that frightening in a sense that you're befuddling the
mate,
medical community?
It was. It was also a little bit exciting, I guess, too. You could look at it that way. And initially we thought it was a calf injury, and all our calf tests were pretty solid. And then Casey Walsh, out to Case, he's our club doctor here. He kind of had a thought that it might have been a hamstring, and lo and behold, that's what it was. So went and saw the surgeon, and he just got back. I think he actually flew in from Singapore that day from a conference, and once again hadn't really seen it before, but got the word out there to a few of his colleagues he just spent a week and a half with, and did his thing, and worked out to be, I think we aimed for about 9-10 weeks, and it ended up being about 12 weeks. So worked out well in the end, but yeah, it was a strange injury.
When I heard he went down, it was like
was captain's
someone was saying, someone was saying like, oh, I think Flynny's done his calf, like Flynny's done his hammy. Oh, he's got like a bad knee. I was like what is it? Like how? Like it's either your calf, your knee, or your hammy. Like what is it? And then it sort of ended up like now you can see the way the injury was. You can see why it was all
so
three,
strange.
can't you?
And like,
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh, your knee's sore." I'm like, no, it's not. My knee's fine. It's my
Yeah.
hamstring. But then I've got a knee brace on. Everyone's like, "Well, why are you wearing a knee brace?"
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Mate, it was funny trying to chase down because you hear the sideline reporters during games of footy and they'd like have no clue what the injury is and they just say something generic.
Yeah.
And the docs would literally like, I was like, what's wrong with Flynn? Like, oh, sore leg. Yeah. And I was like, what do you, sorry,
that?
mate,
What is
there's
that?
many components to the leg.
Yeah.
Like, well, what part is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever want to shout out and be like, look, and correct them when you hear it?
What commentators?
When you hear the reporters get it
Oh,
wrong, you
mate.
want to call out and go, nah, incorrect.
Well, I feel like they'd obviously have some relationships. So often it's like Abby Holmes always does it. Does Lingy do it a little bit?
Yeah.
So like
A couple
there's
of specialist comments.
Yeah, a couple of
commentators.
special comments ones, and they're obviously based in Victoria, so they'd have good relationships with like Collingwood, Carlton, Richmond, Melbourne teams that play like primetime footy because they're always at those games and they're Channel 7 games. But like, I can't imagine Stapes being like,
Yeah.
Aussie's done a calf. Like, he wouldn't be doing that one, so I don't know how they actually find out the info.
As good a bloke as what you are, Flinny, everyone handles disappointment, frustration, and a mindset of knowing you're going to be out for half a season of your occupation, what they brought you in here for. What was it like sort of going through it all? And then to be out for 3 months and then to finally play a game for the mighty Waffle Leagues.
Yeah, well, I think that was a goal of mine to get back and play for the Waffle League, so it was good to get that under the belt. But as you said, kind of came across here and you want to make as many relationships as you can, and I thought I'd put myself in a good position to do that and to play for the boys, and then to get an injury right in the eve of the season does hurt because I think a lot of the relationships are built through playing footy and experiencing those ups and downs. So it was hard, but as you mentioned, there was a good group of rehab guys as much as Oz is Oz. He was good to spend some time with, and there's some other blokes out there too that...
Big Rhett was good.
Yeah, Rhett was great. Rhett,
Talking about going slowly in rehab.
Rhett Bazzo, 4 to 6 weeks, I think, but
4 to 6 weeks, months.
But yeah, no, it was good. And then I think the disappointment was not being able to come across and I guess prove to myself in a sense that I could play the game. And I think that was a big thing about me coming across here was giving myself the best opportunity to play footy at the level that I think I can play at. So I guess to put that on hold for 3 months was a big thing, but it's not the first time I've been injured. So had a bit of a bank of, I guess, experiences to go back on to help deal with it. And like I said, the good group of lads around me really helped me through that time as well.
Talk about being a linchpin of the operation. So great win against Claremont, 21 points. Gills, you know your stats for the day? Ish.
17.
Oh, back on.
But I might have said this before. I will usually go on, like, if you check them after the game, which I don't really do, because I know within the next few hours, like, they're usually
You're
updated.
a serial one straight out of the box on the phone.
Waffle does
They're usually updated, yeah.
like regularly,
So they
and
go
they'll be
up.
like,
They can go up
like
2 or
5.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
2,
Flow
3,
state,
4, 5.
yeah. You did lead a stat for that day. Do you know what it was?
Smothers.
Nah.
smothers.
No.
Boils?
He's
No.
a Smother King, Thump. He's actually got a
What
name
was
already.
it, Tom? Turnovers by foot.
Nah, free kicks against. You're a bit dirty that day.
Did I
You
really?
had 4 on the day. So you're a bit undisciplined.
Must be good. It means you're a physical
no,
pressure,
but
mate.
there was. I even got brought up in a waffle meeting. So Smothers lately sort of been. It's almost just a bit of a running joke because it was one day against East Perth. Maybe I had like 5 or 6 on the day, and it's like I'm having 1 or 2 a week since then, which was 5 or 6 rounds ago. So I'd have to be, if we could get a stat check on Smother leaders for the league, I'd love to know. But it's like I'm too slow to actually get the ball. Like I'm too slow to lay a tackle. So like I'm last option to like smother the
You're
thing.
not slow. You are slow.
No, I know, but it's just like I'm late to the ball, late to lay a tackle, so I'm going to resort to the smother.
Ask Luke Shuey about 2016, 2017. He like, you know, you have like goals going into the season.
Yeah.
He's like superstar, right? His goal was like lead the AFL in smothers, and they had to bin it after 3 rounds because he got stepped like 20 times. Like he was just diving across blokes'
Yeah,
feet.
see, that's
And
the
then he didn't lay a tackle for 4 weeks. He was like diving across bloke. So funny. If you get a chance, ask him about it. He'll piss himself.
That's gold.
So yeah, but anyway.
Can you give us a story? I robbed you last time you were here.
Yeah.
What happened in the waffle?
After that Claremont game.
Yeah, just would your keys
So
go
you remember
walkabout?
that? So you were in it. So my girlfriend was over here, so she came and watched. She sat on her own and watched the games.
Is this the Tigers game as well? The
Yeah. So that one. Oh, and then I've got that other one too. I've got two.
Tell both stories.
Let's go.
So first one, so after the Claremont game, so she just had my keys, and we're like leaving. I was like a little bit sore, a little bit tired. So I was like, yeah, you jump in the car. She gets in the car. We're going around up to get back out on the freeway. It's a little bit wet, and like I'm sitting in the passenger seat, no kid on. Well, I've got pants on.
I've got something on.
Yeah, I've got something on. And she's driving, and she's like looking this way and like still driving. She's still like creeping forward, and I'm just like sort of like want to grab the wheel, but like I'm not driving, and I'm like leave, and then she just goes like straight into the back of this other car, and then she goes, "Did I hit him?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Did you hit him? Like we just crashed." And then she like reverses off, and it's like.
Mate,
and then like we're up the gutter again.
I'm 3 cars back. 4 cars back. I didn't see it happen, and I'm like, what is this? Like there should be no traffic this time of the day in this intersection. Like just as you come out of the club, you go right here, straight, get onto the freeway.
Yeah,
go left on the freeway.
Perth and then
and mate, I'm like, there's no traffic here. Like, what is going on? And all of a sudden, these two people are there. And like,
At one of the roundabouts or something?
No, just like I'm merging onto the freeway.
Oh, the final one.
Yeah.
That is a nightmare of intersection as well. Yeah.
I'm going, what's going on here? Like, there should be no traffic. And there's these two people sitting there like, oh, there's a car just ran up the ass that one there. I'm like, oh no, like what an idiot. Like, how could you possibly do this? Like, switch on. Anyway, we creep up. Next thing I see is this silver Falcon. And I'm like, that's Gilb's car. Like, no way. Think that Gilb's has crashed it. Next thing Gilb comes out of the car, no kid on, just a pair of jocks and some footy shorts. Skinny, all like skin and bone. Walks up to the car. I'm like, the bloke looks like he's just come out of like a 19-day bender. Looked at this other car and I was like, you're kidding me. Could only happen to Gilb's. She
was a little bit upset about it, obviously. So I'm out of the car with the no kid on, trying to exchange details. Haven't heard anything since. So if that person's listening, I'm sorry, and Liv didn't mean it, but yeah, that was because it just ended up being like 20 minutes, and we're parked up on like the footpath, and it's just like, it was just and then she had to reverse, but then I just got in and drove after that. So
you took control. Give us a second, Jan.
Was there damage to your car?
Yeah, I still haven't been able to. I still can't open my bonnet. So like it's squished my bonnet in.
Windscreen
and
wiper fluid like non-existent right now.
Need some oil. Get a straw in and work it out.
Still a few holes in the top.
I can't. So it's like, but luckily it hit the other
Harry Woods.
person's spare tyre. So it's hasn't worried them, but it's pushed my bonnet in, so like I can't get my fingers.
No wonder you haven't exchanged details. You bounced off their tyre.
All right, second year.
So we went trying to grow the game, get around the young kids in Northam, because we had the waffle game in Northam, and went there with Trey and Brad Dalziel in the Audi, the club Audi with the West Coast stickers on it. Dale driving. Taking it easy I was trying to offer to drive, but he never let me drive, but he was taking it pretty easy. But anyway, so we get there, and I drove my car here, had my keys in my pocket and just left them in my pocket. And then I had to so my sort of job at them sort of schools is get in the costume, do a bit of dancing in Rick, like
There's
entertain the kids.
You just crushed the hearts of many young fans listening, that's for sure. Continue.
We can cut that out.
You said Rick the Rock is Gilbs.
It's definitely not Rick, yep. Cool.
But anyway, so I take my clothes off, get in Rick, and then
into character.
Pause. Take my clothes off.
No,
get in Rick.
I wear undies in Rick, but like.
Absolutely, you should be wearing undies in Rick.
I do.
You're not the only one putting Rick on, mate. Put some undies on.
I'd be full like kitted in a hazmat suit. In
no, because it gets hot, mate.
It gets so hot. Thumper's done it once. It's a sweat.
Have you been inside Rick as well?
So anyway.
And then so I leave. So I just put my phone and my car keys on like one of the teachers' benches, and then go in, do my thing, come out, get changed, sit on my phone, and then pack up my Rick costume and take it to the car. Took my phone. And it wasn't until I drove back, because I wasn't driving my car around, so I didn't really think, I need my car keys. Got back here, and then I was like to Dale, we parked the Audi, and I was like, I reckon I've left my car keys there, Dale. Having a look around, take out the Rick costume again, like looking through Rick. Yeah. It's not in Rick, and then it's not in the front of the car. Have to ring the school, left the car keys in Northam, so I had to go back to Northam. We done another clinic.
Did Dale do it?
Dale drove back. No, Dale drove me back.
Yeah.
Because me and him both went to another clinic.
Dale would love it. It's another half day off.
Yeah.
Driving back up to North.
And then it's went and got my keys from the primary school, and then because my actual spare keys to my car were locked in my car, parked here.
Not in the bonnet, by any chance.
If he's still there, if they're in the bonnet. But so like house keys, spare keys, everything was actually locked in that car.
You're killing it. I love it.
And I was got. But anyway, Northern was good though.
One thing that Gilbs is like we're starting to learn is he seems like when you speak to him, quite a put together person. Like he speaks well, he's a bit of a chameleon, adapts to so many different circumstances, groups and everything. He's a very adaptable person. You think he's quite mature in his age, and you hear things like this, and you start to think like maybe there's a little bit of growing to do there, isn't there? Oh. It's a great front.
I'm excited to see what the final figure will be of you as a person. Because like, I met you, like you seem like you're my age, like 24,
everything put
25,
together.
26. Like
got life
growing up.
Yeah.
You're 19, 20?
Turned 20 the other day, yeah.
Turned 20 the other day.
There's a lot of living.
last month.
A lot of living there.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Can I ask what the photo was on your socials? I went back a fair way and I did see something that caught my eye. It was you as a youngster in some vintage 90s Eagle kit.
Yes.
What's going on there?
That was actually my home club was the Narendra Eagles. So that would have been myself wearing a kit, going to watch the footy. My old man was the president back home, and he was secretary, treasurer, had every job under the sun. So it was actually a good throwback, that one. It was good to get that one all sorted. But yeah, the old vintage kit was the Narendra Eagles. So a bit of foreshadowing there, but
love it.
It was always nice.
Early tea leaves. What time have I got to send you? What time have you got to do things?
10 past 2, I think, wait, so we've got
10 past 2?
Yeah, got 20.
All right.
There's another one from the Flynn archives.
Yeah, I was literally looking for that one.
It's a belter, isn't it?
Sean won't leave my shirt off.
Can I get a year or a scenario of what's happening?
28.
That was the 21st birthday. Mate, have you seen the costume though?
No.
Oh,
The
there's a
costume
good
that-
costume.
Get on Flinny's, for those listening, get on Flinny's social, have a look. He looks like the bearded
As the
warrior in
phone
this
play.
one.
Aidan Court,
Phone call.
Callum Ward, Tim Torano, and myself dressed up as Hangover for a Mad Monday one year. Mm-hmm. So I had to grow the beard out for that, and one costume of the day. And yeah, there's a bit of story behind that beard, but probably won't be coming back anytime soon.
Okay. The other one I wanted to mention, which is in the same ballpark as the elite kit you've done for a Mad Monday, where you've dressed up with a teammate with a Simpsons theme.
Oh, yep.
And you've come as Maggie.
Yep.
I think Marge is pushing you in some kind of pram/wheelbarrow or something going on there.
Yeah.
You've even got a Simpsons quote on the post.
Yeah.
Thumper was so impressed with it.
Pretty, mate. That was the theme of that day was just mad, MAD, anything starting with MAD. So Jacob Hopper and myself came with Marge and Maggie Simpson and ran with that and thought that one was pretty impressive too. So
Take a while to get all the paint on or what?
it did. I think we wore more suits for the most part, and then body paint was face and hands and that, I think. So very good costume, I thought. First year too, had to make a bit of a sting, and I thought we did it pretty well.
Do you reckon you'll come on to our Mad
Nah,
Monday
I
this
don't
year,
think so.
Or
Nah,
footy
nah.
trip? Like, would you put your hand up and be like, yeah, like
Nah.
I'd actually have interest in attending?
I would, but like I don't think I'd do it. Like it's just like I don't really want to be just
Maybe not for like the
intruding.
first hour or
you know
two,
what?
and then
Like-
once beers get flowing.
Like yeah, it's like let the boys like do their dress ups.
So you're going to Michael Jamson us
If I
in,
like-
I don't know.
Maybe they
Wherever
might
we
end up
are
at the same
in
pub
Mexico or
like
something.
later in the day.
I'm not going to do too much footy stuff here, Oz.
Yeah.
You had the press conference today. Incredibly articulate.
Thanks.
As you are. You didn't get captained by winning the Chook Lotto, so the Chook raffle. Chook
Lotto.
Chook Lotto.
Imagine winning the lotto and you get chicken for it.
What about a lifetime supply of chicken? That wouldn't be too bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a 5th division prize.
Yeah. You
Anyway.
ever had chickens?
What?
You ever had chickens?
Well, they raised them.
Yeah, like you ever had them. Yeah, you would have had them.
100%.
Good?
Nah, we never did.
Jokes. Yeah, I had jokes.
You had,
Yeah, we had 9 or 10
Uh,
ice browns.
did they lay for like, what, 12 months and then you kill it and you eat them? Or?
a little bit longer. It depends. They take about 3 months about they start laying, and then they do, and then it's just they kind of just go until they almost hit menopause. Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like, it's just an unfertilized egg. So
And then a roast for dinner or what?
yeah,
Wait, is
we never actually did that, to be honest. I don't know.
Just sell
I think
them.
the foxes just got to them before they got that stage back home. So or the dogs. So or the
This
car.
could be a
So-
silly one time. Is egg laying chickens and meat chickens are the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. they
Yeah,
are.
you're a fun boy.
No, I know.
Are you
yeah.
from like the country?
Yeah.
He's got more property than anyone.
Really?
Yeah, we
What
have.
are you doing working in the community department, big fella?
Yeah, I know. I reckon we've got like 61,000 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? Do you have cattle or?
Wheat and sheep. Well, wheat and barley and then sheep.
Yeah.
All right, I've gone a little bit off topic with my shook comment because I was asking about footy. So
Sorry, mate.
if you want to know anything about footy, go watch Oscar's press conference because he handles all the big ticket items in that one. But I did want to ask you about the ruse and the mix between the 94 celebrations and having the team, the 94 reunion, 30-year, around the club rooms on match day. A pretty cool experience, but also mixed in with a disappointing result against the Roos. How was that feeling of wanting to celebrate something and then the result in general combining?
Yeah, it was a bit of a contradiction. I think pre-game the boys came in and spoke to the guys who were playing. I'm not sure who actually spoke. I wasn't in there amongst the guys playing, but I ran into them downstairs, the whole team. So it was great. I'm pretty sure all of them were there except 3 maybe. Obviously, Maney's not there. And then
Bondi didn't come.
Bondi and then Summa didn't come.
Went to the lunch and was late or something.
I think they were the only ones who went. So it was great to see them, because I grew up an Eagles fan. It's funny because you see all the highlights of 94 and then you see them as this mystical figure, particularly Peter Matera, those kind of guys, and then you actually meet them. Oh my God, that's Chris Lewis, and that's Kempy. There's Jacko. There's all the boys. So
who are you gelling with the most now that you meet them and have a relationship with them?
Chris Lewis, cool guy. Kempy's great. Jacko was our 18s backline coach, and Summa coached the whole 18 side when I played with him. So I had a somewhat of a relationship with them a couple of years ago. So connected with them, but I'm not sure who actually spoke to the group, or were they just there?
Yeah, they're more just there. So Simo just spoke about them, I guess, being a bit of a lead for our group and to get us to follow him behind it. And it was awesome, like you said, coming from afar and seeing blokes like Peter Matera is pretty impressive. So they were just there, and as you mentioned, disappointing loss, but it was an awesome experience.
Probably Pikey, actually, he's our CEO.
Oh, yeah, shout out to
probably the one.
Pikey.
We'll probably lead with him. Yeah. I'll do
shout-
some editing
yeah,
there,
shout
maybe.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Probably not. Fleeting mixed emotions. The crowd of Optus Stadium, the weight, kicking snags out of the ruck and just going mad. Not as good a celebration as Witho, clearly.
Yeah, not quite.
No, but mixed
Good or
emotions.
it's bad?
I loved what Witho did.
You loved it?
Absolutely, I
I
did.
think it was
Squawking
so
eagle
funny.
down the wing.
Loved it. And
I didn't see that.
Did you not see? Have you not seen?
this.
No. It wasn't the squawking
It was
eagle.
like this.
The palms were clearly up.
Yeah, but
The squawking eagle is down. He kicks goals so rarely, and we were coming.
it was good. It was really good.
And
But
then
he
I
might have
think
got clipped for it, and I would hate this.
He didn't. I
this
don't
bit's for. He's like, and then I didn't even really realize this, but he's like this at the end.
Yeah.
It's like. So I reckon it's unbelievable from me though.
Would you ever bring one of those out? Are you that kind of guy?
Oh, mate, I actually do
You
need
did
to
kick
work.
a big goal. You did kick a big goal late.
I need to work on my celebrations. It's probably something that I haven't been big on, but
Oscar's
I might
been
bring out the
through.
squawk.
Oscar's been through a bit of a growth.
Transformation.
Yes,
yeah.
a growth.
I used to be a bad celebrator. I'm a good celebrator now.
Good celebrate now.
Yeah,
I
I
think
used-
it's a big thing, especially in when you got some momentum coming. It's probably something.
You need to get around the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, you kick goals, so you've had a lot of time to practice.
Yeah, I don't get much practice. That's the issue.
I always get mentioned in Twitter all the time about doing the chainsaw celebration again. So that was my first goal. I did not a chainsaw celebration, but almost dropped a knee and gave it one.
Oh wow!
Did you?
Yeah, at the Gabba.
see that.
Yeah, it was. I look like a different person.
Maybe
and
I
then,
don't bring that back.
yeah, it's probably a good reason you haven't seen it. And then every so often on Twitter, I get mentioned you said you were going to bring back the chainsaw, mate. What's happening?
They're keeping
Bring it
receipts.
back.
Yeah.
Flinny, 39 hit-outs, 17 disposals, 3 grabs, 5 tackles. Does that stat line mean anything to you?
Sounds like the time I gave West Coast a bath.
It was indeed. So when you first come into the club, do you mention anything like that? Because we won
What does he?
one of our 3 games for
Yeah.
the year, we had the final laugh. Does anyone, maybe midfield or stoppage coach, go, oh, geez, I'm glad you're here and not against?
It was disappointing, but I do know for a fact that it was 110 fantasy points, and Lucy also had 110 that day as well. So we've had a bit of a laugh about that ourselves, but. That day, I think the biggest joke from that day the biggest running commentary was the rise of Jermaine Judd out of that game. I think JJ came in and absolutely tore us apart at the Giants, and even shout out to Semi Petrossi-Seaton. He was
Samo, the cowboy.
Samo was in fine form that day off halfback as well. So between those two and Jakey Waterman, mate, once again some tea leaves there. Those boys tore us up, but yeah, I slept all right that night. I played a half decent game. Just
One of those rolling in on Monday chest out. I did my bit, boys.
bad luck, boys, bad luck.
Did you have any run-ins with any Eagles over the time? I love asking people to swap clubs. You're a friendly bloke, but maybe white line fever got a hold of you at times?
One was Jacko Nelson, actually.
Oh, shocked me.
And he was, mate, it was, so we did a diploma of business online with this bloke, Dan Lima. And he used to ask a question and it would just be radio silence from everyone.
Who was in it? There was a couple of West Coast players, right?
Myself was in it, and then it was like Jacko. I think JD was in it. I think Yowie might have been in it. And there was a few different teams, a few different players come in. And anyway, like, old mate running the session, asks a question, expecting some response, and radio silence. No one gets back to him. And I was always one like, right, this is awkward. Like, let's just say something. And anyway, next week, Jacko, running past him, never met the bloke in my life, didn't even know who he was. Only number 30 was the only reason that I kind of had some kind of connection. Apparently played 100 games at the club. Shocked me.
Apparently.
But, yeah, I'm running past him. He's like, Flinny, Dan Lima's mate. And I was like, who are you? Your blonde locks and like little gut coming out of the top of your pants. Like, met him now and realised he's not too bad a fella. But yeah, that's the only person I've ever had a run-in with.
Love it. Okay, a few things I'm not going to mention was Dusty had, like before Dusty's 300th, there was a moment where he was high-fiving fans and one of the female fans just like high-fived and licked her hand.
High-fived him and like licked her.
And just, she, like middle-aged woman.
That's at Optus, that game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Just giving it this one like, I was thinking that's probably some pretty outrageous fan behaviour and was going to ask if you'd seen anything quite as bizarre as that.
It happened to Harley, didn't I seen like one of Harley like walking off like that and then there was some girl that was just like, gave him a high five and then she just went like, I don't know if she meant to do it or like, or if that was just outrageous fan behaviour. Yeah. But I've seen, there's a video of like Harley walking off the ground and that happening.
Okay. Well, we'll fact check that one.
Yeah.
Well done to JD. He's going to pass Coxie and be second ever in Eagles games. Should he play this week at 291?
Wow.
Which is pretty outrageous. If he plays 300, he could do it this year if he plays every game. I wanted to ask you because that's going to be in Geelong away. Would you rather
take the week off round 1, 2025?
That's my question.
Yeah.
Would you delay it a year and just think, I might just time this
Back
a bit
yourself
better?
to get in there.
Yeah.
And then imagine like round 1, 25, Geelong and Geelong. Yeah. I felt picturing just taking the piss.
Queensland, Metricon.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably, mate, bird in the hand.
Yeah.
Taking it.
Yeah.
You never know,
realistically,
I'll wait through with the boys. Like, it's pretty good.
Dusty's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, Dusty's clearly just been like...
I'm sick. Nah, I'm sick.
Yeah, like I'm not going to get up and then like plays and then that was great. So on the Dusty thing, the celebration, all that was awesome. Like a game between Richmond, who were near the bottom of the table, Hawthorn like going really well, but like you get 92,500 predominantly Richmond fans. Like that was so cool to see them do that. And then like Jack Reward asked him like, "You going to come out after the boys?" Like, wait and see, mate. You can just pull the pin any time you want.
Happy days.
Yeah.
All right, fan questions. Thank you for all that wrote in. Minimum time remaining. Boys got to do some weights. Not Oscar. Bulging. EJ Spargo 09. What's your fondest memory of footy, Flinny?
Fondest memory of footy. I think it's actually a funny one. I think Miranda in 2012, home club won a flag. And I was actually the water runner. And I was a 16-year-old and won the flag. And that was actually probably a bit of a part where I loved the game, but that was where a massive part of love came and something I would love to get back to. So, yeah.
Wasn't winning mark of the year in 2016 in the Neville.
I didn't think we were going to bring that one up. But that was a highlight of my
I've watched that. So
when did you stop jumping?
Mate, well, he got coached out of me. If you want to see some highlights, Matt Flynn, Neville mark of the year 2016, you'll find a few other little
nominations as well.
A few nominations, but yeah.
if you can see the blurry footage that like we'd watch it like going to play VFL last year and would watch it like on the phone like this blurry as footage of Flinny taking hangers.
You watch that pre-game just to be like motivate you like I got
people
it.
Watching John O'Brien highlights and watching Flinny Neefle
We had
marks.
about 78 views on that one, and between my father and me, there's about 76 of them. So.
All right, pretty self-explanatory from Scarlett.Hill. Do you fellas fold or scrunch your toilet paper?
I'm a folder.
Folder?
Yeah.
Fold.
Get it down to a 50-cent piece.
Yeah.
50-cent pieces specific.
50 cents. There's not much margin for error. You might get a finger.
Not much at all.
No, because the reason I put that in there, we've had some outrageous questions on the show, and that was right up there. Another one that got asked many years ago was, do you stand or continue sitting for the process? And there was quite a divide, and I thought that was quite interesting.
I think it's quite obvious, but I can't remember who it is. It might have been Zach Sprout from the Giants. He had a different opinion.
He had a third option.
Yes, and it was a bit strange, but
Do you remember it?
no, I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus here, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but
Wait, are we talking to wipe?
Yes.
People stand up.
Yeah.
No, I'm on like a 45, like you leaned across.
Yeah.
There was talk that you were
I'm
everything.
45 and like I've got one cheek down, one up.
yeah.
I thought that was the normal option, but we had a straw poll, and it was someone just stood up and got completely removed from the seat. And I thought that was pretty outrageous.
So fold, how many ply of toilet paper are we
mate,
talking?
no, like there's got to be at least
Like,
probably about 8 sheets.
8 sheets
and they're
a
like
year.
3 ply each.
yeah.
Right.
So like I'm luxury.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes 50 cent piece makes sense. Why?
Luxury.
Yeah.
All right, Jess Hosking. Learn her name by now, I'm sure.
Yep.
How was your first cinnamon scroll?
Yes, we've discussed this.
Yes, Northridge saw at COD. Had a cinnamon scroll. Jake, you been there yet?
Nah.
Need to.
I have heard about that.
Mate.
I reckon I have heard about that.
I ran into
though.
Hosco in the line there, and
Yeah.
she mentioned it to me, and I was like, right, I back her in, and it was a
Would have inhaled it.
Oh, mate, like insane behaviour.
Mate,
Didn't touch the sides.
nah.
Really?
No,
Have you
sorry.
seen the video of him inhaling donuts before? We should have brought a donut on.
Is that what's
For him
in the
to-
picture of him in The Hangover? Is that a giant donut in front of you?
No, that's
Nah.
his belly button.
That was different. Rothy's got the video of me now. That
Yeah.
donut, but yeah, that
We
was-
should have brought that on to do like challenge, like see how fast you can eat a donut. It's pretty fun.
Mate, your talent, not creative content, but we'll work to that. We'll get you there.
Get him on to eat a donut on a podcast of which you can't see.
camera.
All right.
True.
No, Noah the Dino. B, Noah the Dino. Does anyone have a favourite dinosaur? Favourite dinosaur, people? No.
Oh, Stegosaurus.
Ooh.
I go the raptor. What do you?
Tyrannosaurus. Just sucks.
Yeah.
Can't go past it.
Boring.
Seth Dryden, if you could pick one song to play after you kick a goal, some stadiums do it, some don't. What tune are you plucking out?
Gee whiz, that's actually like on the spot. That's quite hard.
It's a hard one to do,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know Oz would go something.
You had something in the holster?
Yeah, no.
Do something ridiculous.
I would no. Mine's like a really good bop. It's like it's called "Love It or Hate It" by 50 Cent. You know, the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
With the crowd
Do you not
sing
know
that?
that song?
I would. I reckon if you.
No, but I probably wouldn't do it. Like in hindsight, I've thought about it, and I was like, I could get something better than that.
Well, how would the Boomer Eagles crowd go singing that one on?
It'd probably be like some. I'd love like some screamo.
I'll do like Wild for the Night, like Skrillex.
How's that go?
Wild for the Night.
Sing it, yeah, keep singing.
Going.
Oh yeah. That. But again, we've got like quite an elderly.
Yeah,
fan
it
base.
depends what you want.
But when they play Country Road for Charlie Cameron and the entire stadium is singing it, I'd be torn between music I love and that inspires me or something that would just get the crowd
that would be sick, yeah.
banging it.
That
you
would
know?
be sick.
Torn.
Yeah, maybe like Mr. Brightside or something.
Yeah.
Like everyone screaming, that would be cool.
W. Will Burnett, maybe for you, Gilbs, what's the weirdest thing you've seen Harley do? We haven't mentioned Harley
You
yet.
live with him, don't you?
Yeah.
Still?
That's Wilbur's one of Hal's good mates. Yeah, still do. Still living together. We haven't
You hanging
had
on?
a fallout
Haven't
yet.
broken up yet?
No, we haven't had a fallout yet. I don't know the weirdest thing. He's probably done some weird things, but I don't know if we could be
Talking about it.
talking about things on
Yeah,
it.
I think he's like a bit of an enigma house. Like,
Yeah.
What's enigma
like
again?
just like little bit mysterious.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He likes to, loves getting around the boys, but he's also you don't really know what he's up to half the time. So
yeah.
Has he done the Callaway fitting out?
he actually,
That's gonna. We need to keep.
Really?
We
he going
need to
into
keep.
golf?
No,
Not at all.
No,
Free sponsorship.
You have
and
to
you
go
get
back.
clubs on the side.
Maybe
Yeah,
you should
yes,
listen to
you
your
gotta
own
go.
show's recent episodes.
Mate, if
and
I'm not
learn.
on it, the show doesn't have
didn't even know this thing existed.
Have Callaway hit you
I
back.
thought you guys hadn't done an
yet.
episode all year.
Callaway haven't hit you back yet.
No, so we need to keep them
Did you
running
message
updates.
from Harley's account?
No, so it was something
Just
to do
grab
with
his
my
phone
manager.
and he's in the shower
I
or
know.
something.
It was something to do with my manager, but yeah, go. You have to go back and listen.
Relationships
to that. Not
always
that you
break
will,
up when you
but
start grabbing each other's phones and there's no
Yeah.
trust there, mate. So don't break it up.
I know.
Keep it together because we need Harley content from you.
Yeah.
All right. Megan Flynn. Megan Flynn? Megan.
Megan, she's asking questions.
Yeah.
a bit weird by her.
Me?
How did you get that?
unusual.
How'd you get that scar on your face?
Oh my god.
Here we go.
So like,
Which one? There's
it's
a few.
mate. Like, it's the question I've been asked since like I was 6 years old. I fell off a bike when I
one
was.
is it?
I got one here. Oh, there.
Yeah,
it's
there's
on there.
a couple.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, anyway, like
It looks
I fell. I was
cute.
about 6 years old, 7 years old. I was riding down the hill. We went on a family holiday, and there was about 10 kids, a few families, and I thought I was old enough to take me train wheels off and ride down this hill. Come off this hill, crashed my bike, split my face open, cheek was hanging off. I could honestly see my cheek hanging off here on the side of my face. And there's a group of blokes, Ben Davis, Massive Eagle Sport, actually shared it, Tim Sullivan and Nick O'Brien, they were at the time, they were good family friends, and they reckon they saved my life because they carried me back up the hill. And now there's this running joke of how'd you get that scar on your face? And I'm like, boys, you were there? You know? That question's outdated.
How old were they when were they a bit older
They
than
would
you?
about 12. They would have been about 6 years older than me. But just a shocking question by you.
You've recovered well from it, though.
Yeah, I'm a handsome rooster now.
Yeah.
Might have improved it.
Yeah,
All right, last one from Kyle Cranley. How would
Good
you,
North Beach boy, Kyle Cranley.
Good on him. How would you sell Perth to your ex-teammates to come west? Both of you.
Mate, I have been the
shopping it?
biggest advocate for Perth since getting here. I think
Your
couple of
Instagram shows it.
good point. But no, mate, I constantly chat up the weather, tell them about the beaches over here. The wineries down south are great.
Beautiful.
How easy it is to get around Perth as compared to Sydney. Mate, I love
Sydney's
Sydney
just
too.
chaotic,
But
hey?
it is chaotic.
Yeah,
Just
two
feels
country
like,
boys.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like Sydney's very you.
it feels like home here. And it feels a lot more homely than Sydney.
On that note, you know what feels like home is this lineup. What an absolute banger it's been.
You should be
been a
a WA
pleasure.
tourism. WA.
Done.
Feels like home.
Take me. I'm done.
Love it.
Thanks for coming on, boys.
Thanks,
Nah,
Sam.
thanks,
Thanks, Oscar.
lads.
Thanks, Sam. Good
you
to
go.
see you, mate.
Thanks, Hills.
Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.